Okay, good morning students. So today we will start our new topic, that is trigonometry. So first of all, let's understood what is the meaning of trigonometry. So trigonometry is that branch of mathematics which deals with measurement of triangles. Okay, whatever the values of in triangles are there, sides, angles, that we can measure using the trigonometry. So starting with trigonometry, there are in total 6 trigonometric ratios. First is sine, in short we will write sin. Then next is cosine, in short we write it as cos. Then tangent, in short we write it as tan. Then one more is there, cosecant. Okay, cosecant, in short we will write cosec. Then fifth trigonometric ratio is secant, in short we will write sec. And the last one is cotangent, in the short cot cot. Okay, so these are the 6 trigonometric ratios which we will study and which is required whenever we study the topic trigonometry. So let's start with the trigonometry. So you remember these 6 trigonometric ratios. So whenever we will apply these trigonometric ratios are applicable in right angle. Okay, so whenever we study trigonometry or these trigonometric ratios, we will deal with the right angle triangle. So suppose this is the right angle triangle I have taken like this. This is A, this is B and this is C. Let this angle is 90 degree. Now, whenever we use the trigonometric ratios, you should know few things which are important. One is Pythagoras theorem, that will be used very frequently whenever we need to calculate the side which is not given. So what we know, a side which is opposite to 90 degree is known as hypotenuse. And out of AB or BC, one side is known as perpendicular and one side is known as base. So how do we use the Pythagoras theorem? You already knew hypotenuse we will denote by small h. Then we will use this term perpendicular. Okay. Perpendicular we will denote by P, by small p, and base we will denote by small b. So what we know according to Pythagoras theorem, h square is equals to p square plus b square. So this is our Pythagoras theorem, and with the help of this we will use the trigonometric ratios. So let's study the very first trigonometric ratio, that is sine. Okay, so suppose this is ABC and we study the trigonometric ratio for this particular angle sine C. So how do we write? We will write like this, sine of C, and this is formula is perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is P upon H. Okay, so this is the formula of sine. Then next is cosine. So what is the formula of cosine? That is cos of C is base upon hypotenuse. This is cos, in short B upon H. Then tan, it is perpendicular upon base, that is P upon B. This is our third trigonometric ratio. Then fourth trigonometric ratio is cosec of C. and it is actually the inverse of sin C, that is h upon p. Fifth one is sec of C, that is it is again inverse of cos of C, and it is h upon b. And the last one is cot of C, and it is equals to 1 upon tan of C, and it is b upon p. Okay, so these are the formulas of our trigonometric ratio. Again I am repeating: sin theta or sin C is p upon h, cos C is b upon h, tan C is p upon b, cosec is h upon p or 1 upon sin C, sec is 1 upon cos C or h upon b, cot is 1 upon tan C or b upon p. So you can see that if you can find the value of sine, cos and tan, then you can automatically find the values of remaining trigonometric ratios. Okay, now we will try to apply these trigonometric ratio in this triangle, and we will understand the meaning of what is the meaning of perpendicular and what is the meaning of base. Okay, so first now understood the meaning of perpendicular and base. So let me pick one trigonometric ratio, sine of C, that is, now I will write it as p upon h. Okay, now this is my angle C. So the side which is opposite to angle C will be known as the perpendicular for this. So in this triangle, what I can write P as AB, and we already knew that hypotenuse always remain fixed for a particular right angle triangle. That means AC will always be the hypotenuse. So what is your hypotenuse? AC. Similarly, if I read or if I see cos of C, now I will write it as b upon h. B I already told you it is base. Now for this particular angle C, this will be the base. So I will write it as base as BC, and h will remain as fixed. Similarly, if you write tan in this angle, in this triangle, so it is P upon B. So what was your P? AB. This was your P, and what was your B? BC. AB upon BC line. Now suppose if you wish to write cosec of C for this. So if you already calculated sine, then no need to calculate it one more time, because what we know, cosec is 1 upon sin C. So automatically you will write its reciprocal. Similarly, if you want to write sec of C, so what we know, it is the reciprocal of cos. So we will simply write AC upon BC. And suppose if you wish to write cot of C, so what we know, it is reciprocal of tan. So we will write the reciprocal of tan, that is BC upon AB. Okay, like this you have to write the values of trigonometric ratios. Okay, now let's talk about this P and B. It is very important. What is P and what is B? Now suppose if I take this angle, that is if I calculate now sine of A in this, so formula will always remain same, but in that case, see, the side which is opposite to this is BC. So for this A, perpendicular becomes BC. Understood? So for the in the same triangle, see, that is why I said perpendicular and base are reversible, you can replace by any of the sides. So whenever you take sine, so for that particular angle, the side opposite to that angle is known as perpendicular. Like in this, perpendicular has changed when you change the angle. When it was sin C, that was AB, and when it will become sin A, it becomes BC. Similarly, when you calculate cos for this now, it is again B upon H, but for this A, it will be its base, that is AB. Okay, like this, these trigonometric ratios will change according to the angle. The side which is opposite to the taken angle is known as the perpendicular for that triangle, and the side on which that angle has been made is known as the base for that particular triangle. Okay, so now we have studied all the 6 trigonometric ratios. Now our tool which you can use to remember the formulas, that suppose if I write P P okay, so how you can remember this? You can remember like this: Pandit Badri Prasad har har bole sona chandi tol. Okay, like this you can remember these trigonometric ratios for your reference, because it is the easiest way to remember this. Okay. Okay, so you can remember it like this: Pandit Badri Prasad har har bol sona chandi tul. So by this method you can easily remember these trigonometric ratios. Okay, now let's discuss few questions for this topic, and we will keep in mind the Pythagoras theorem as well. So now, very first type, suppose a figure is given. Okay, in figure questions, the first step always will be you will first find the remaining side. So in this question, see, AB is given and BC is given. So which side is not given? AC. So we will find AC, and AC is upon hypotenuse, that is certain. So we will use Pythagoras theorem, that is h square is equals to 3 square plus 4 square, that is 9 plus 16. So h square will be 25. So what will be your h? Your h will be square root of 25, and we will take only the positive value. So this is equals to 5. Okay, so whenever you are solving the figure questions, always remember, find the side which is not given. Now we will start to find the trigonometric ratio. The first trigonometric ratio that is asked is sine of A. So what was sine of A? P upon H. Now this is my A. So for this A, what is P? BC, and obviously my hypotenuse will be AC. So it will be 4 5 like this. Then second trigonometric ratio which is asked is cos of A. So what was the formula of cos? B upon H. And for this A, what is the base? AB. And what is the hypotenuse? AC. So it is 3 upon 5. Now next trigonometric ratio which is asked is cot of A. So what was cot? It was the B upon P. That is, what was base? AB. And what was our perpendicular? BC. So it is 3 upon 4. Now see how everything got changed. Now fourth one is sec of C. That is H upon B. So see, that was cos of A. Now what is our sec of C? Okay, pay attention on this angle C. So now this angle is C. So hypotenuse will definitely be AC, but for this C, what will be the base? BC. Okay, so it becomes 5 upon 4. So if you see carefully, what I calculated cos A as 3 upon 5, but in that case sec of C becomes 5 upon 4. Similarly, we will calculate cosec of C. Cosec of C. So formula will be H upon P. Now this is your C. For this P, for this angle C, what will be your perpendicular? AB. So you will write it as AC upon AB, that is 5 upon 3, like this. Tan of C, it is P upon B, but for this C, what was P? AB. And what was your B? BC. So it is 3 upon 4. Okay, like this you first try to find the trigonometric ratios for the elementary triangles. Whenever any side is not given, you first found the side by using this Pythagoras theorem. Okay, one more time I am repeating, you have to use this Pythagoras theorem only to find the remaining side. Okay, let's discuss one more type. Suppose a triangle is like this. So if you see very carefully in this figure, there are two right angle triangles. So in these two right angle triangles, what we will do first? First we will find the sides. So if I take first triangle in triangle ABD, so this is your triangle ABD. So we will find AB, and AB is your hypotenuse for this particular. So what is AB square is equals to BD square plus AD square. Again we will use the Pythagoras theorem. So it is 4 square plus 3 square, that is 16 plus 9 equals to 25. So your AB will be square root of 25, that is 5. So this is 5. Now again we will consider one more right angle triangle in triangle BDC. So if you see this triangle BDC, BC will be your hypotenuse, this C may be your base, and this may be your perpendicular. So we will find BC, and how we will find BC? BC square is equals to BC square minus BD square, that is 12 square minus 4 square, 144 minus 16, that is 128. Okay, like this. So what is DC? DC will be square root of 128. And let's solve it little bit. So you can write it as so it will be become 2 into 2 into 2 root 2, that is 8 root 2. So your DC will be how much? 8 root 2. Okay, now all the sides we have find. Now what we will do? We will find the values of trigonometric ratios. So this we will write now 8 root 2. Now first trigonometric ratio, that is cos of A. So cos A lies in this triangle ABD. Okay, it lies in triangle ABD. So cos of A, what is the formula? B upon H. For this A, what is B? AD. And what is H? AB. So it is 3 upon 5. Similarly, cosec A, that was inverse of sine, so it is H upon P, that is the cosec. So what is our H? AB. And for this A, what will be your perpendicular? BD. So it will be 5 upon 4. Next is tan square A. So what is the formula of tan? P upon B. And what is the formula of sec? H upon B. So for this particular triangle, again A lies in this triangle only, we are only considering triangle ABD. So for this, what will be your P? BD upon AD. And what will be your H? AB upon AD whole square. So now we will put the value and let's see what we will get. So we will get, what is BD? BD is 4 and AD is 3, 4 upon 3 square. Then what is AB? 5 upon 3 square. So it will give you how much? 16 upon 9 minus 25 upon 9. 16 minus 25 upon 9, that is, answer is equals to minus 1. Okay, so this will be your answer. Okay, then in this question, fourth part, that is sine of C. So if you see carefully, this sine C lies in which triangle? Triangle BDC. So sine was P upon H. So for this C, what is P? BD, and H definitely becomes BC. So it is 4 upon 12, or you can write 1 upon 3. The next thing is asked is sec of C, that is H upon B. So for this C, what is H? H will be your BC, and what will be your P? P will be your BC, that is 12 upon 8 root 2. That is 3 upon 2 root 2. And the next part, that is last part, is cot square c minus 1 upon sine square c. So you will write what is cot. Cot is b upon p whole square, and this we will write minus 1 upon p upon h whole square. That is, so for this c, what is your p? What is your b? dc. And what is your p? pd. Minus, it is h. So what is your h? H will again be bc. And what is your p? bd. Okay. Next we will put the values. So stop कर दिया. So DC is our 8 root 2 and BD was 4 whole square minus BC is our 12 upon BD is our 4 whole square. So it is 2, that is 2 root 2 whole square minus 3 square. And what is 2 root 2 whole square? 8 minus 9, that is minus 1. So that will be your answer. Okay, like this, in these type of triangles, first you will see how many right angle triangles are there, then you will find the values of remaining sides, then you will find the trigonometric ratio and manipulate according to the given question. Okay, let's discuss one more type. Suppose value of any one trigonometric ratio is given, and with the help of this we have to find the values of other trigonometric ratio or value of these type of expressions. So how do we proceed in these type of questions? So what we know about cos A? So cos A is actually b upon h. Okay, so what we will do? See, I will tell you two types of ways. By two ways we can solve this type of questions. So b is given, h is given, we will calculate the value of p. So what is p square? H square minus b square, that is 13 square minus 5 square, 169 minus 25. So you will get p square is equals to 144, or what is p? Square root of 144, that is 12. Okay, so this is your p. So we have the value of p now 12, we have the value of b 5, and we have the value of h as 30. So we will put the value in this expression. So what is sine? We know p upon h. What is cot? b upon p. What is tan? p upon b. So what was our p? 12 upon 30 minus 5 upon 12 upon 2 into 12 upon 5. So when you calculate, what you will get? First you will take the LCM here. LCM is 156. So it is 144 minus 65 upon 24 upon 5. Or when you solve it, you will get 79 upon 156 into 5 upon 24. Okay, so what you will get? 395 upon 3744. Now in the second part, what is asked? Cot. Then what is cot? b upon p plus 1 upon b upon h. So that becomes b upon p plus h upon b. So what was upper b? 5. And what was upper p? 12. What was our h? 13. And what was upper b? 5. So what we will do, we will take the LCM. It is 25 plus 156, that is 181 upon 60. Okay, like this. Okay, so in these type of questions, you can solve the questions like this.